I've been making records a long time, and in the late 80s I was starting to learn to get out of my own way. So these songs are channeled to me, and I really don't know, I don't know where they come
You
from.
say from like writers though, like, right?
Yeah,
Like poets and writers and
I feel that the inspiration is more about literature than it is about, other songwriters or, um, like, Steinbeck or those type of people wrote about these type of things, and I just feel that I just get out of my own way, and when I feel a song, then I write it, and then I'll play it a half a dozen zillion times, and then I will try to put some kind of meaning to it. But
it's very romantic.
when I write them, they're not meaningful to me at all. I'm just writing. I'm just writing.
Huh.
It's not like I set out and go, well, I'm going to write a song about you. I could, as a young man, I would try to do something like that. And
Like your experiences.
yeah, but it just, my experiences just aren't that interesting. So
I think people would beg to differ.
if you allow your head to be open to all experiences of everybody's, then then really, there's no end to the amount of songs that a person can write. You do the same thing. I'm sure that you hear a phrase and go, "Oh, that would make a great song," but then you let go of it. See, I don't. They stay with me and they grow, and like Troubled Man, I think originally was tried to be written. John Mellencamp tried to write it in 1991. Then I tried to write it. John Mellencamp tried to write it in 2001. But then, the idea just kind of hung around, and then I didn't write that song. It was sent to me, and I just wrote it. I just wrote that.
Spiritual. Have you
That's
had
very
a spiritual sort of awakening as of late, or
no,
no? Okay.
no. I'm still the common as dirt guy I always was.
Well, I don't know. I see Jesus over here hanging out, and you have sometimes there's God, right? So, what is that song portraying? Is that sort of
Well,
sent
no.
to you as well, or?
Yeah. The first line in that is sometimes just God in someone else's eyes, and I think that most people understand that. Either in a child or in the early feelings of love. But then sometimes there's not. When children are born defectively, or something that you value dies, a pet, or something as simple as a pet, or something as important as a relative, and then you might question. Sometimes there's God, sometimes there's not. Where are you now? And that's why God loves man so much, is because we always say, well, God works in mysterious ways. Hey, he just killed my brother.
Right.
That's not mysterious. That's terrible. And I think that's why God looks at us and goes, I just flooded the whole world, and you guys,
Mucked it up.
well, you guys look at me and go, yeah, he must have had a reason.
Yeah.
So sometimes there's God, sometimes there's not. And once again, I really had nothing to do with it. So.
Has this guy been with you for a while? Because he lost a hand.
Uh,
Has he given so much that he's sort of, or why is he
we,
behind you?
we put that on that amplifier probably 15 years ago. He's just stayed there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd you find him?
Truck stop, I think.
You're kidding.
No, I think it came from a truck stop.
Are you superstitious? Like if you didn't have him there, would that?
Well,
something?
if he wasn't there, I'd be surprised, because he's been there so long. I mean, it's like, if all of a sudden I had to sing a song and I didn't have my guitar, it'd be like, whoa, if I play guitar on that song.
Right.
So.
Uh-huh. And then Lawless Times. It's very upbeat, but the wording and what you're talking about is very political and very sort of sour on things.
No, I'm not sour.
No, you're not a sour guy?
No, I am a sour guy,
Okay.
but the song is not sour. The
No,
song is
but
true.
what you're questioning, the political.
Well, it's true. I think there was like 20 verses of that song to start with.
Oh, okay.
So it was really a long song, and I had to edit it down. And I took what I thought were the funniest ways of saying, you know, what was happening in our world right now. You know, like this, if you want to steal the song, it can be easily loaded down, you know, referring to that all intellectual property really now is just not valuable anymore because it's free. You know, if I was a young guy and somebody said, "Do you want to be a songwriter?" I'd say, "No." I mean, what are you going to do with it?
Right.
You know, my records now are nothing more than calling cards. It's just, and that's the way records started out to be in the beginning anyway. So we're right back to where we started.